Welcome back to our Unfiltered Mumiverse.
We're Chris
and Jules. We just want to say a big thank you for all your love and support on our first episode. It meant a lot to us.
Thank you so much.
We didn't expect that, and knowing that this is the first time we're doing it and it's a bit, hard. We have our papers with us, and we really appreciate your support, your comments, and your likes. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Now, so becoming a parent changes everything. Not just the tired days and the messy house, but you and your relationship too. It can feel like you are figuring out who you are all over again. In today's episode, we are talking about that adjustment really looks like. The good, the hard, and everything in between. It's not always easy and it doesn't always feel good, but still it's okay.
Yeah.
So
now let's dive in.
Oh, okay.
How was it before? Because I feel like there is before and after in the relationship when it comes to a relationship, before having kids and that transition after, and that very often looks different.
Because I think like when our kid is born, like a new version of ourselves is born too.
And our husband as well, I believe.
Yeah, you know each other as a single ones, but once you have to work it out together, like it's different story.
Yeah, but let's start from the beginning. How was your relationship before you became parents?
Was like all the beginnings, like everything's so
honeymoon.
nice. Yeah, a lot of time like to spend with each other. Even I was going to work, like we were working both, but if he was finishing before me, he will come to pick me up. I used to work in a coffee shop, so I will have his coffee ready by the time he's coming, keeping it warm on top of the coffee machine.
The small things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we will go and we'll spend like, I think after we met, like 2 nights after, since then we were sleeping, like we were spending nights together, like, yeah, you know how is it, the beginnings, there's the flame.
True.
A lot of fire. And then, I would say so, like more like spontaneous. You wake up one day and you say, oh, let's do this trip. And you just do it.
You just go with the flow.
Yeah.
And even like the chilling Sundays were like fun because like you talk and you can talk for hours and there was no phone involved.
You watch series together, like it was nice,
It was definitely, especially that I've met my husband just before the pandemic started. And then when pandemic started, we were like just the two of us all the time together. So we were going for hikes, going for trips around Germany. It was just like really nice honeymoon stage.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Was that many hours together?
Yes, a lot of hours. I was even doing his haircut and he had to shave himself afterwards because I left some patches on his head. Because he didn't tell me how to use it properly. So I was like, "Oh, you're getting bald here." He's like, "I'm not getting bald."
Him, right?
Well, since that time, I'm not doing his hair.
If you survived so many hours together, like, you're okay to go.
I was still working. He was working. I was working remotely, so we saw each other like over the weekends. The whole weekend we were spending together. And then when I got pregnant, we moved in together. So we were like working from home together and then spending time together. And that wasn't like too much. We enjoyed each other's company. So that was great.
But you see, for me, like we met, we moved in together, and then we planned the wedding.
Mm-hmm.
We got married, and then like I got pregnant, and like everything went that way, and everything in Ireland where we started, but then we decided to come back like to Spain, But like it was very nice that the thing like you don't plan anything. Not even the dinners
Being
or the lunch.
spontaneous,
It's like
yeah.
you open the fridge, what I'm gonna have today, like that's it.
We were kind of in the mode that they are now. Like,
Yes, yes.
I don't need to know what I'm gonna eat in the evening.
Yes.
I can always go to the shop or decide later. But yeah, that was the time. It was just the two of us, and we didn't have the third or fourth human to take care of, right?
Yeah.
And everything for you guys happened like within 3 years since you've met.
Well, let's say that 2020 was our year. We got married in January. Mm-hmm. My first kid was born in December.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Everything happened in the
moved kind of
honeymoon stage,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
Everything happened like pretty fast.
Yeah, for us as well. We've met 2020. Our daughter was born 2021, and we got married 2021. So everything very like very fast paced, but very organic as well, like very natural way, you know.
Yeah.
And I think the pandemic.
It felt the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And even
for us
though
was the same.
pandemic was bad, like for us, kind of kept us in our bubble, which was nice for a change, you know.
That was nice. And how is now?
Ah, 5 or more than 5 years later, it's changed. It's definitely the dynamic of the relationship changes because of the child, but not only, okay? I feel like since you become a parent, you figure out who you are in your new body, with new mentality, new responsibilities.
Yeah.
We women, I feel like we take that task on doing everything and worrying about everything and just like
we worry all the time about everything.
Yeah, basically. Not overthinking, but like worrying for things that
We want to be
valid.
sure things are done the right way. Or the way
they
we
are done.
want.
Or they are at least done, you know?
Yeah, but you don't mind the way they're doing it?
Well, yeah, but sometimes you just have to take it as a win. It's done.
Yeah.
Yeah. But definitely it's shifting, like the time you spend together, the quality time is like, okay, let's not talk about the first year and a half because that's hectic.
Yeah, but let's talk about that change, like when once you have your baby at home, at least for me, like I wasn't able to see my husband.
Okay.
You know? It's like everything like changed and everything was around the baby. You know?
Of course.
Like, and even my husband, like I see it now, I didn't see it back then. He was trying to like, oh, let me do that for you. Like, let's, what do you need? Like, you need a hack, you know, like.
He was trying to be involved. Yeah.
I didn't let him. I pushed him.
Okay.
You know, but I didn't realize till like a while ago, let's say, you know. And then talking to him, like, he was like, yeah, like I felt like left aside, you know. But of course he said, like, I understand, like you had a small baby who is dependent like 24/7,
and it's the first child, so
you don't know, like. And he was like, and even though you have an instinct, like you know how to take care of the baby, but we are always worried that we are not doing good enough.
Yeah, we compare each other to our mothers on Instagram and like our friends.
Yeah, we're
and,
back
like,
again to social media, like.
Yeah, true. But it's very true that we push them aside in the beginning because we have this huge responsibility for that human being.
You just have to keep it alive.
Yeah,
you know? It's just like, because they don't do anything.
You push the romance, the intimacy, like back burner, and like it's not that important anymore because you are too tired in the end of the day. After all day with the child, you just want to like not be touched anymore by anyone.
It's not just the tire. It's like you don't feel the connection. Like I feel like our connection was a bit on standby, you know, because we were not looking each other. Let's say.
Yeah, and you also, for me, it was like I didn't feel good in my body after pregnancy straight away. Like that's not who I am. Like what is this? You know, you don't feel comfortable taking off clothes.
Like came to stay.
Like, but yeah, that's true. Like,
but you know, like after a few months, then I realized that I wasn't doing it right. So then my husband was there, and then I was like, okay, I found my way as a mom. So let's go back to the wife
the
part,
husband, yeah.
you know? Yeah.
That's true. But is it like with the years passing by with another kid, like the dynamic still is different than it was in the beginning, right?
Yes, but I'll tell you that the second kid doesn't bring
Doesn't matter.
doesn't bring you many more changes.
Yeah.
Because you just need to adjust to the second one, like new timetables again because it's a baby, you know, but it'll follow like the other one.
The big
The
revolution
big
is the first
step
one.
is to change, like to have one kid, because it changes everything. Everything crumbles, let's say, because
And in my opinion, if you don't have a village or like at least one person that will help you to watch the kid, that you can actually take time off with your husband, it's very hard.
let me tell you, like, when we had the first one, we were in Ireland. You know, my mom was flying, going and coming, like, you know, but it's not the same, you know. We always say, like, if we want to have a second one, we have to move somewhere where we have a family because we need help.
Yeah.
Like, even just having one, if you start like working and you start the kid at the crash or kindergarten and you get sick, who's gonna miss work to go and stay with the kid?
Yeah,
Not
always,
every boss lets you miss work now and then, you know. So you need to count on someone.
True.
And for us, it's my mom.
Your mom. For us, is
or lifesaver.
nobody. No one.
Yeah.
But our dynamic was a bit different because during COVID we started working from home remotely, and then after our child was born, my husband still worked from home. So he was always there. The first month she was born, he was off, and then he was still at home. So we were till today's day. He's working from home, so we are almost 24 hours at home together. And that doesn't give much space to miss each other or to be excited to see that other person, like, oh, how was your day? Because I exactly know how was your day.
You don't have nothing to talk about.
Well, we talk about our neighbors. No, it's like there's not that outside factor that you can bring to home and like talk about my colleagues at work or something like that happened today.
Yeah, but that was happening a bit to me because after I had the first one, like, I didn't go back to work. I was at home with the baby while my husband was going to work. So I was getting a bit crazy in the way, like, you know, I had my sister-in-law like close by, but it's just you always see the same people, right? Like, I was COVID. Like, you cannot go to, I don't know, to a mall, to a shopping center, have a walk with your baby. You know, like, no, we're going to a park.
Park, and that's it.
We couldn't go too close to another people or meet a group of people. You know, even though in there wasn't that bad, but still.
You felt that isolation.
Yeah, it was a moment like, and I was calling my mom every day, video call, but I mean, like, you still feel alone. I called friends, video call, but it was like,
it's not the same. And then the husband comes from work, mine is at home finishing work, and it's like,
you know, and I was waiting for him to come home to explain me something, like what was about, like, what happened today, you know?
Give me some juice.
Like, yeah. I'm too tired, or, you know, like, oh, no, you tell me, how was it? And I'm like, oh, most of the days I was like, oh my God, I can't take it anymore, you know, I should go back to work and stuff like that. Then we moved here, and after the second one was the same. Well, it was a bit worse, though, because after the second one, I was home with a small one plus a toddler.
Okay.
So I had, the worst part was like taking the oldest one to school, to the crash,
while having the small one with you.
Yeah.
I see that many times.
Because then you have to go, you park close by, then you have to take both. Then, like, you know, come back with one, like, when it rains. when it's cold, when it's windy, it's a disaster. A disaster. Still, even now that you have each of them in different schools, it's like, please go to the same spot, drop them, pick them up in the same place. You know, it's like, it's insane.
But how is your relationship like now in terms of like keeping the spark and date nights, let's say? Is it hard to fit in those moments? Okay. Do you need to schedule them, or they happen like spontaneously, or it's more like whenever it happens, or let's make a plan?
You know, it's very difficult. It was very difficult till like, I don't know, maybe less than half a year ago, that the smaller one it's bigger, right? It's more independent. So we can ask my mom to mind them to go for dinner, right? But it's like, first time we went for dinner, we went and we ran back home. Like, and my mom was like, "What are you doing here already?" And you're like, "No, it's fine. Like, you know, we just ate and we came back."
It was hard to disconnect from
Yeah,
kids.
and you know, at least for me, like, I was feeling bad all the time. You know, kind of didn't enjoy.
It's not
much.
the same enjoyment, and
But then the second time we went for dinner and then we had a drink before going back home, you know, was a bit better, because that times like you are like, we go to a restaurant, we disconnect, we don't touch the phone. We have it in silent in case my mom is calling, you know, but she never calls. She will never call. And we are talking, and then we are talking about when I gave birth.
okay,
Let's say, you know, like we reconnect that much, or when we used to live in Ireland, when what we used to do, you know, like we talk about these things, but not complaining about, like, we were, I don't know if I say happier. We were happy. We are happy as well, but
in a different,
way.
Yeah.
They bring you joy. That's true. They give you joy. They bring you. You're never bored. You know.
Never.
They give you tons of work, but it's difficult. It's difficult to find like that time just for us. Like,
Yeah,
we
unless you
can schedule
schedule
with my mom.
Yeah.
And then some days, I think it's like he works a lot, like physically, so he's very tired when he gets home. He falls asleep on the sofa. I send him to bed, you know, or stuff like that. But some days, if he's not too tired, he helped me during the day. We connect a bit better, you know. We connect. We sit on the sofa, or you know, we have like a more deep talk, and we are closer to each other.
Yeah, that's make different, because when we see each other every single day with my husband, and then we decide, okay, let's go for dinner or for lunch during the day when he has like less work and our child is in a school, then it's like, well, what are we talking about? For the first like half an hour, it's like kind of weird until we
Yeah.
reconnect, because it's like we just see each other all the time. So we need a moment to like get into the different.
Yeah, but you know what my husband does sometimes? Like, we're talking, like we are very close to each other, and we start talking. Oh, today he did that. Today she did that. You know, like, and there's some point he's like, "Can we not talk about the kids?" You know, and he's like, "Yes." Like, I'm thankful. Like, I'm not able to do that. You know, I'm like grateful that he does that, so we can focus a bit more on ourselves. Yes, we know we have kids, we love them, and like all what they do, but we need time for ourselves as well.
True.
So otherwise we forget each other. As we say, like, we tend to put our kids first, and leave our partner and other half like aside. But when our kids are gonna grow,
True, they're gonna
with
move.
who we're gonna stay is with our partner. And if we don't manage to keep that connection, like, it's gonna be divorce, like, because, or it's like just gonna be roommates, because like it's gone.
Yeah. True, you need to keep the flame going, and sometimes we both tired, or
very difficult.
there are other like
But you
problems,
you see
in life.
people like, oh yeah, but you have to do it at least once a week, even if it's at home with your favorite meal. Like,
but
it's
you
not
can't
easy.
do
You can't.
once
You
a
can't.
week sometimes. Like sometimes
You can't.
you're just tired or sick or there are some other troubles. Like, and you can't do that.
Or you are mad at each other and you don't want to see that person. Like,
Exactly.
I don't want to have dinner with
Yeah.
you today.
And like that's the thing, you start comparing yourself, like you see, oh, my husband brought me flowers or a gift, and when was the last time I got the flowers? Like, but it's okay. Like the important thing is to know that every couple is going through ups and downs.
Yeah.
And there are days that you don't want to talk to each other. There are days that someone sleeps on the couch. There are days that, I don't know, it's just annoying for you how your husband eats and you just want to disappear.
There are some days when I had like so much noise from my kids in the afternoon that when they're asleep, doesn't matter if I put them or my husband is putting them to sleep, one of us is staying watching TV and the other one goes in the room. Like, I need my space.
Yeah.
I want to be by myself. I don't want to hear a like seats or anything. Like, at all. Not even the TV or the video you're watching on your phone. I don't need to hear that. It's just like no, I can't take it. And I'm at work, it's so silent. And like, it's perfect. It's just like,
And at
I need
home,
the silence. Yeah.
I've noticed that since we are over 5 years together, the way we argue, the way we go through the argument to normal, it's also changed. Like before, I was very like into the fight mode, or we argued and I argue hard. But I found myself being very emotional and responding in an emotional way
Okay.
and not always in a good way. So
It's because of that or because you don't see a point anymore
I don't see the point.
of fighting for some things?
No, for some things I can overreact and be emotional. And with our recent argument, I found it at least, that through texting,
Yeah.
it brought us to the point that we could communicate better because I wasn't so emotional in my responses. I could take a moment to read the message and also think about what I want to say.
You have the time, yeah.
Yeah. So I guess also the communication and the arguments changes over time in the relationship. And of course, sometimes we have heated argument and you can't avoid it.
But you know what? I think it's healthy.
Yes,
as well.
It is healthy.
In a way. Because like you're gonna be with someone who doesn't fight back.
Yeah,
It's
of
like
course.
everything is like, okay, yeah, everything is great. Like, I think like you get a bit more heated. Like, I mean, like, why you're not fighting with me? You know.
That's true.
So yeah, for us it's the same. Like, I found out like if I write down
What do you think?
but not just that, because at the beginning I was writing it because I wanted to read it to him. But I didn't find the courage to do it, so I gave him a paper. Like the first time I wrote him kind of a letter,
Yeah.
on paper. Now we do it through WhatsApp, But
Yeah, any channel is good. I feel like it's better to do it anyway through even text than to brush it under the table or under the carpet and just forget about it, because then it will pile up until you explode, and sometimes there is no going back from explosion, It's destroying everything.
For us, like, I know I have more temper than he does.
Yeah, me too.
Right?
Yeah.
And I see it because I see my daughter, right? And I'm like, okay, I can see myself sometimes reflected in her, the way she acts. And it's like I'm working on that. It's difficult. It's very hard, like, to change. Like, you are like that. Like,
I know what you mean, because we are very similar in the way we express. Like, my face will say it all, and my voice and tone will say it all as well.
Problems with my husband. Well, you give me the face. Like, I'm sorry, but I give you faces. Like,
Yeah, my husband says it's not the message, but the way you deliver the message.
Yeah, he said that as well.
Yeah.
To me. Like,
So I know
it's the way the
from my
words I
side- yeah.
use, but not the words. Maybe like the intonation.
Yeah,
or
the
way
tone.
I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. But we are that way. Like,
But we talk about it. Like, I'm very glad that he's always, well, most of the times, the one who starts a conversation after the storm. You know,
No, I'm the
after
one.
maybe a couple of days. You know, if I don't text him, like it takes him a couple of days to
Okay.
want to talk about it, but he's the one who comes and like, we need to fix this, we need to talk about it because the ball is going, like, you know, it's making bigger and then it's gonna tear us apart.
Yeah.
You know, like, we know we love each other so much, you know, but like it's very hard. Like, it's very hard with the kids when like he's all day out, he comes home, we try to have a conversation and
The kids are in the middle,
barking,
yeah.
like screaming, but look at this, look at that, like mommy, and the other one daddy, and then like, okay, guys. Sometimes we try to eat all together at the table, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes we put them food first, so
they can be quiet.
we can have a conversation in the kitchen, but it's not happening. Like, Mom, can you come? Can you come? Look what she's doing. You know, like my older one is a bit like a bit snitch. Like, you know, look what she's doing. She's doing that. She shouldn't, like, and they're always interrupting. So you gotta have a conversation.
Yeah.
So you have to wait till the kids go to sleep, but maybe you are too tired, and after you put them to sleep, you just want quiet time as well.
Yeah.
You don't want to front that conversation.
But I always hated going to sleep, being upset with each other
It's
and
very
not
bad.
talking.
Like, you don't rest at all.
You don't rest.
I
Well,
don't.
I feel like my husband resting just fine.
Yeah.
And
I'm snoring,
yeah.
and I'm there like.
But sometimes you just have to take a time off. But I'm the one usually starting the conversation because I cannot hold my emotions inside. They just eating me up, and I just want to move on.
But for us, like, I'm the one starting it just after the fight.
Okay.
And then he doesn't want to talk. You know, not now. Like, he's like, he has a very, like, you know, and then he needs to go for smoke. He storms out from the house, like, he goes for smoke, and then when he comes back, I'm like, because when he leaves, I'm like, okay, we're gonna talk whenever you want to, you know, and then like after 2 days or 1 day, he might come and then we talk.
Yeah, this time
He
sometimes
comes
it's
to me
needed.
because
like,
it's just like, I give up. If you don't want to talk to me just after the fight, I won't go after you.
okay, that way.
I'll wait for you to come back because I want to fix it as soon as possible, but I don't want to be begging, you know, like.
My husband always say like, I'd rather give you some space. I'm like, I don't need the space. I need to solve the issue or the problem we're arguing about. Oh no, I see like you need your time. I'm like, okay, let's take a 5 and then let's come back to it.
Yeah.
But what is important is, doesn't matter how many days will pass or which channel you will choose to communicate, but that you show up and that you try to fix it, you know? And sometimes, of course, you have to just go and find the middle.
But, you know, and even sometimes, like, we have, like, it's so, like, maybe it's a small fight that it's not really important, let's say. And after a few hours pass, it's like we talk to each other again, like, are we okay? Like, you know, and or he will come and say, like, let's forget about what happened before because we both are too tired, you know.
Hormones,
because,
everything.
Like, yeah. We cannot be fighting for everything.
Yeah. Okay, what about intimacy? Is the intimacy overrated after being married and having kids?
Depends to who you ask.
I'm asking you.
I don't know, girl. Like, it felt like I needed so much before we had kids to feel more present, that connection, maybe.
And it was coming more natural, right? Like it was just
I was
there.
looking for it, you know? Then when I was pregnant, my God, I had like so much libido, you know? At least the first one. And I was looking for him all the time,
Okay.
you know? And then like, you know, I'm like, okay. I think we had enough.
The resources are finished.
Yes. And now it's like the first kid arrived, and you know, first you don't want. Then you don't find that the right time, right? Because you know the baby's asleep, the baby, you know. But then after the months, you reconnect again with your partner, and we start having again a bit of a honeymoon phase.
Okay.
You know? Because we were not fighting yet. Like we were still like in Ireland. We were still in our bubble, let's say. Because for us, like, think as well, like we changed country without having a house, without having a job, like all that affect us as
course,
well as
yeah.
a couple, you know. It had like a terrible Christmas the first when we were here because all that we were having. Then found out I was pregnant again. Like, you know, it was a bit of everything, and it was difficult to go back again to that point,
Yeah.
right? And like, so you have two, it's a bit more complicated. But as I said before, once the smaller one it reaches the 2 years old, you feel like you are getting back your life.
True.
So we are getting back to that point, but the fact that he's not helping much at home makes me feel like I don't want to, or I don't feel like,
Okay.
you know? I told him, if I feel that you do the kitchen, like, you know,
It's
put the kids to
sexy
sleep.
when
Yeah,
the guys
yeah,
are
yeah,
helping out at
yeah.
home.
I feel like, oh, tonight is a night, you know? But then you say something and you fucked up.
I'm not in the mood
Fucked
anymore.
it up, and I'm like, I go to sleep. You know?
I feel like emotional connection, it's very important to have a physical connection. Because if that emotional connection is neglected, then even though if he's gonna help in the house, if you don't feel emotionally like loved, then you don't really want to connect.
No, but it's the way as well, like he helps in the house, you know, or the way that we wake up all together, we plan something, let's go there, we go to that place, he's playing with the kids, you know, at the seaside. He usually doesn't do
you
that.
do some effort,
You
I'll
know,
do some effort.
so,
It's like
yeah.
it's the
So I
thing.
can rest a bit as well,
Yeah.
like not be the one active all the time taking care of them, you know.
But I think dynamic with the years and you know the number of kids and everything, it changes. Like sometimes you just want to, after a whole day, you just want to watch Netflix on the couch and not be touched. Like, you know what I mean?
But like I do have some days that I want to be touched.
Okay.
I'd say, you know. So
But you are not aligned in that day.
yeah. No, but sometimes I like he's always up for it, you know. And it was like, okay, what do you think if we go, you know, and he's now?
I'm ready.
Now. I didn't expect that, you know, like, and those times are even better than honeymoon times, you know, because it's something unexpected, like that they have much more behind because you are together for a long time, you know each other, you have a stronger connection, you know. And I don't know for you, but when we're having sex, it's still like it feels like it's just us.
Okay.
You know, we have the camera in the room with the speakers if the kids wake up or whatever, but
yeah,
you like kind of forget. About them.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. And it takes you back when where you were
before. Yeah.
Feeling spontaneous.
Feel spontaneous. It's the key. Okay. And sometimes it's like it depends. Do you have a period? Do you feel good? It's just so many variables.
Yes.
Did you have a good day? Are you tired? Like the man is always up for it, right? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
And for us, everything like slows down a little bit, changing. Menopause.
But I think as well, like the mental load is affecting this
Yeah.
as well.
If the mental load would be lifted
More
from us a
balanced.
little bit, then we would want to like reconnect in a physical way more often.
Yeah, but then when you connect, like you think like you're done, and you think like, oh, we should do this more often. Like that was great, you know. But then
Yeah, but then
the day
more
after,
often it's like okay, next month at this time.
Let's do once a week. You know, and then you are like, a week passed. Like, is it time? I was like, let's do tomorrow. You know, like
Yeah, it's changing, and as for arguing, intimacy, romance, everything evolves, and it's just about communication and wanting from both sides.
yeah. But they are right in that we should do a bit more of an effort, maybe
Yes.
to keep it up.
Yes,
You know,
we're dropping a ball in that sense, but help us out, you know, to keep that ball up.
I pay you.
I mean, do some mental load stuff. Just put an effort so we feel like,
It's nice to know that someone has your back.
yeah,
So if one day you don't feel like doing that, I just feel like I don't want to put them to sleep. I want to go to sleep myself. You know, I know you can be very tired, but it's time for you to take care of it.
yeah, absolutely.
Not every day, but like sometimes, like it needs to be like that.
True. But I feel like it's okay to not be okay in the relationship.
Yes.
There's like, what about the happiness? Are you happy, Christina?
Like everybody, like so many people is asking that. Oh no, so many people is saying like, I'm the happiest, you know, I'm very happy with my relationship with my kids. I am happy with what I have, with what we reach, with what we accomplish, but it's true as well. I'm not happy 100% of the time, all the time.
It's impossible.
You know, you can't be because if you are, I believe it's fake. Like it can be the same way you cannot be all day smiling.
Oh,
Like I mean, some moment of that day, I'm not saying you're gonna be crying, but you can be cranky. You can be complaining about something. It's like you have the right as well. We don't just need to have a face to show off that everything is okay to everybody.
yeah, it's normal.
Because it's not.
It's normal to not be okay and to have a bad day with your husband and somebody sleep on the couch. And you know what we see on social media is usually like we love each other so much, and he brings me flowers and chocolates and takes me for
But
dinners.
you know, in a point of view, like how can I be 100% happy all the time when I wake up in the morning, I wake up my kids, I fight with them to go to school, to get ready, to have breakfast, to put the shoes on. Like some days, like 9 o'clock in the morning, I'm already fed up. Like it's just, I want the day to finish.
Yeah.
Because then I drop them in school and I go to work. And then I deal with customers complaining, you know, customer service. Then I finish and yeah, I have like a couple of hours till I pick them up. But you have to go groceries.
Yeah.
You have to eat. You have to you still have to do
You're
things.
gonna have a happy moments, but not fully a happiness every single day.
Yes.
All your life. Yeah, it's about
You know,
moments
but like
and
the balance, like I'm happy where we are, you know. But what can I say?
yeah, just I
We
guess
just
our
need
message
to
is
accept. We all need to accept that it's okay not to be okay 100% of the time.
all the time. Yeah, and what is important in a relationship is to communicate, and you don't have to show up 100%, but show up. You know,
Yeah.
show up.
Yeah, and always put we need to improve that, putting our other half in front of our kids. Somehow. It's difficult.
Balancing that, yeah.
Yes. We tend to just
Neglect them.
yeah, just to take care of the kids because we see them like too small, like too fragile, you know. But at the end of the day, when they grow up, you're gonna be left with your husband or with your partner, so you have to deal with it.
Gonna push each other on the wheelchairs.
Better to get there in a good terms, you know.
True. I guess our message here is just to don't compare yourself, and everything changes, evolves, and it will still evolve in some way, you know.
Yeah, everything changes after kids, but that doesn't mean that it changed like to go worse. Like, I mean, it's good. It's like in some aspects it's even better, you know.
But it takes work from both sides.
It's another stage.
Yeah.
Life, another chapter.
Yeah. And with that, we want to finish this episode.
Yes. We thank you so much for your viewings again. And we're
looking forward to hearing from you on our Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. And please subscribe to YouTube.
Subscribe, follow us, share, and
let us know what do you think about this episode.
Yes, please. So take care.
Be kind to yourself. Until the next time. Bye.
Bye.